Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster Perfect Stats Guide. So this one we are going to be making I think this is actually the fourth trip into Kefka's Tower. Again, like the first trip in, I basically just raided the place and I didn't, well actually technically I did fight a couple of bosses now that I think about it. I took care of the, Inferno and what was it, Ultima Buster they called him in this one. But anyways, and then the second trip was taking down Fiend. Third trip, which was the last video, was Goddess, and now this one is going to be again the trip all the way up through Guardian and Demon. I'm always getting these names. Demon and Fiend threw me for a bit of a loop. I think I mistakenly suggested there when I was going to do the Fiend battle that I was actually going in for Demon, and that was not the case because I mixed up the names. But anyway, nothing too fancy really about Demon. You don't have to worry about really taking Strago. I took him anyway, just kind of, I guess I kind of got into the habit of, putting Strago with my thief crew. Because yeah, two of the, Goddess and Fiend. I'm trying to keep the name straight here. Actually do have a lore for him to learn, so that is why I put them together. Demon has a steel, also a rare steel, the red jacket, and that's okay. There's other ways to get those though. You don't have to. You don't really need to take a thief for them. But that said, the Guardian does have a very very good steel, which is the Force armor. That's his more common steel, and he also has a rare steel of a ribbon that is not worth getting from him. We can get plenty of ribbons in other ways. So, whereas the Force armor, there are only 4 possible in the game, and they are really, really good. So, you definitely want to be stealing that. So again, take at least one thief. I pair mine up for this battle. So as usual here, I've got Mog running around on his own. I don't think I bothered putting anybody else in his group, but again, he's got the Molulu charm equipped, so we're not running into any random encounters with him. One of these one of these trips through, I am going to, I should actually count out the steps to see which group actually has to travel the farthest. For some reason, I thought it might be the third one, but now that I've gone through here again a couple of times, I'm questioning that, and I don't know. It feels like a toss up, but yeah, I guess again I'll have to do that sometime. And then so the question is who or which path should I be taking with Mog, right? I mean, I suppose. It doesn't, it's not always going to be optimal. For instance, let's just say the third path is actually the longest. Well, problem is, here I take that back. I could be putting Mog in whichever party I really want. I wasn't really doing that though. My kill group usually was, Locke, Go-Go, Strago, and then I think Gao was my fourth character usually for that group. And I didn't necessarily need to do it quite like that. Locke and Go-Go were doing my stealing for me. I probably didn't need both of them. I probably could have got by with just one, but I just wanted to kind of speed that up. I don't, especially like Goddess. Goddess is just nasty, and you really want to take her down quickly, and just kind of get the battle over with because, again, you just don't really want to be hanging around, letting her just annihilate you. So yeah, so that was why I doubled up on the thieves to try to just get stealing quicker, and get on with the actual damage dealing aspect of the fight. So, but again, not necessarily something that you have to do. But all right, yeah. So yeah, again, this is the kill group: Lock, Go, Strago, Gao. And here, I actually did. I managed, some of these battles a little bit more. I thought that I was done. Kind of doing that, and so I think in one of the earlier, I don't know if it was the last video or maybe the one before that, but I was like, oh no, I'm all done with that. I don't have to. Kind of just going YOLO on the Velt, but then here I am, watching this again, and I'm like, oh no, it's pretty obvious that I'm still, making sure that I'm not taking every single formation that I come across here with the and that's probably obvious with all of the saving that I'm doing. The Gamma here, I'm pretty sure I've already run into one of these. Yeah, pretty easy to, or I should say that's one of the formations that I decided to take. I think that always appears alone here, so not something that I needed to worry about resetting. But again, I'm really done with all of my Velt stuff, like specifically stealing. I was really careful in a couple of instances where I really wanted to make sure that a certain monster was alone in its own pack for either a stealing or a morphing purpose. But that's just done. I don't that at least I do like for sure. I'm done with. I ended up with like 3 Celestriads, and the Phoenix Cave stuff and the Galaptus or whatever that thing's name is. That was a lot of work to do that, and I think it did pay off. But then when it came right down to it, I was like, how many of these do I really need? And I just happened to get lucky. When I was farming the Dino Forest there, I did get actually one to drop from the Brachiosaur, and I was like, yeah, 3 is probably good enough. So called it a day on those. But yeah, I've never done the like full-on Velt pack manipulation type stuff before, and I think mostly because a lot of it was that the Velt just functioned a little bit differently in some of the other versions of the game. Like there was some randomness to when you, like, let's just say like you save on the Velt, the next pack that pops up was sort of randomized, but that's not the case with this version. So it just felt like, oh yeah, well okay, I'll just save right before the pack, and then I'll always know that this next monster is going to be, whatever I'm hunting for. So, so I went that route, and I think it makes a lot of sense to do it that way. Again, I think it really cuts down on some of the like farm time, especially specifically for like the Celestriad, right? You could just cruise around in the Phoenix Cave hoping to get that rare formation, but that's just more often than not, I think, not really gonna work out for you well, and it's gonna take a lot of time to farm Celestriads that way. So yeah, again, just use that method. But all right, anyways, we're here. It's it's been a long time coming. It's time to take down Guardian. I really like this enemy. The fact that it has the force armor, which for a few people, I think that this is the best armor in the game. It adds, what is it, 30 or 50%? Let me just see here. It's either 30 or 50% magic evasion. So it's really amazing stuff. Oh, and I'm in the wrong armor type here. Heavy armor, force armor. Resists fire, ice, lightning, wind, and earth. And then, okay, 30% magic evade. So really, really good stuff. The Guardian also... did I leave that in where I stole the common? Yeah, I did. So the first time, of course, I stole its rare, which is the ribbon. Again, just completely junk. And I was like, are you kidding me? Of all the times to get, you know, the rare steal on the first shot, it was the Guardian? Come on. So anyways, you know, obviously reset after that. That is no good. And we're not keeping that. So weak against lightning and water. And vulnerable to slow. So slow him down if you want or feel the need to. I didn't bother with, you know, Debilitator with Go-Go like I often do to add any sort of vulnerabilities. Thunder and Thundaga is good enough. But yeah, other than that, Guardian's kind of interesting because he's got a couple of different, you know, like formations here, or attack patterns, I guess I should say. So there was Ultros, and if you notice there, he hit really hard. That was, you know, whatever, 900 damage, you know, but on all of my characters. So that didn't feel so great. He didn't get much more done though, because we've taken him down so quickly. But it's funny too because I don't know if I just always have taken him down pretty quickly, but I didn't remember that he uses all of those different attack patterns, and it reminded me of Final Fantasy XIV, how, you know, they added a bunch of these bosses kind of to one of the raid sets, and it was kind of the last time I had really raided in Final Fantasy XIV. And that Guardian fight was a blast. I really, really enjoyed that fight. You know, Phantom Train was in there too. That one was okay. Chatternook was, I didn't really like that one that much. And then of course I think Kefka was last, and I don't think I even finished that one. But the Guardian fight, excuse me, actually was a lot of fun. So it kind of, you know, reminded me of that game a bit. Now here, there's actually a ribbon down below there that I'm gonna get after this boss fight that I completely forgot was there, and it is hidden so well. But yeah, we'll pick that up here in a minute. I think Demon can be stopped, and I'm not sure if I did that, but you know, you absolutely should. There is, you know, that is if it hasn't been changed. I don't know if I tested it out because I know a lot of stuff has changed. You know, like Ultima Buster is different, right? You can't MP kill him anymore, and you can't. Well, he doesn't have anything to steal. So now I'm a little hesitant there, you know, to say things without having tested them, and I don't think I actually tested whether he could, or whether Demon could be stopped. But again, if you can, I mean, that will completely shut him down, or her. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It. So yeah, definitely at least give that a shot. As far as immunities, let me just see here. I can't remember off the top of my head. What is this? Is this Fiend? Did I call it Fiend? Or is this Demon? Oh my god, it's this Demon. I can't tell you. I don't know how many times I've done that. It's been a lot, though. Again, so this is... The steal here is the red jacket. There's other ways to get those. You can, like, bet the Bone Club, which is the... What is it, like, I think you can buy the Rising... Wait, no, I'm sorry. I think you can buy the Sniper and bet that, and then it's, like, that Coliseum chain. And honestly, that might be a better way to get it. You know, otherwise you got to come all the way into here. There it is, though. So yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, Red Jacket is it's great. I will say that I actually really like that armor. I think Sabin and Edgar can use that, and it nullifies fire. So there's times there where you know, that you could use that and then combine that with like a thunder shield to, you know, be able to, you know, absorb thunder, nullify wind, and nullify fire. so you can get a lot of different elemental protections by going that combo. Yeah, so something to, I think about. But other than that, yeah, I just use holy spam. I don't know. It feels really lame when I see that now. But all right, so weak against poison. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah. So yeah, I could have used like bio. I don't know. I'm not sure why I didn't bother doing that. There's a radiant lance, so that's gonna be. I don't think that's actually that good if I'm remembering correctly on Edgar. I think that's better for Mog. I really like the enhancer on. Well, not only the enhancer. There's a couple of other weapons that I like for Edgar, but but yeah, like I said, I think that lance is better on Mog. Mog needs a good weapon. Jeez, excuse me. I think I had him equipped with the Holy Lance for a long time. Probably until I got that Aura Lance right there. But yeah, here. So this is kind of like the entrance to the final switch. I'm actually gonna come back out here because again I had missed a ribbon outside. I think it's like, yeah, it's really close here. Oh, and then I walked past it. I think I end up getting into a random encounter here, and then yeah, and then I'll get it. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Pretty easy 2 fights in my opinion. Honestly, though, maybe it's probably a little bit lame that I just really hit him with a Ultima a bunch. But when you've got that spell, you got to use it. But all right, that's all I've got for this one. There's still a bunch of other stuff that we need to do. My intent wasn't to actually finish the game right now. It was to really, grab the rest of the treasures here prior to like leveling the rest of my characters. I wanted to have like the best possible equipment to stick on my characters to level them. So that is all the time I've got for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.